You've been lied to your whole life by movies, by love songs, by women themselves. And the worst part, you believed it. You believe that kindness wins, that being nice gets rewarded, that your heart matters most. It doesn't, not in the way you think. Before I go further, hit that subscribe button because what I'm about to say will change everything. Now let's talk truth. Women say they want honesty. They say they want vulnerability. They say they want a man who shares his feelings. But watch what they do, not what they say. Because actions never lie. The man who opens up too soon, he gets friend-zoned. The man who's always available, he gets ignored. The man who chases, he gets replaced. This isn't cruelty. This isn't some evil plan. It's biology. It's nature. And no one told you the rules. You were taught to be soft, to apologize for your masculinity, to shrink yourself. But comfort isn't attraction, safety isn't desire, niceness isn't respect. She doesn't want a puppy, she wants a wolf who chooses her. There's a difference, a massive one. The puppy begs for attention. The wolf walks with purpose. The puppy needs her, validation. The wolf validates himself. The puppy fears losing her. The wolf knows his worth without her. Women are attracted to strength, not physical strength alone, but the strength to stand firm. The strength to say no. The strength to walk away even from her, especially from her. Because when you can walk away, you prove something. You prove you have options. You prove you have standards. You prove you're not desperate, and desperation kills attraction. Let me tell you what happens when you chase you. You text her constantly. You always initiate. You bend your schedule around hers. You drop your friends for her, and slowly, quietly, something shifts. She stops texting back as fast. She becomes distant. She says she needs space. Then she's gone because you showed her something. You showed her you have no backbone. You showed her you'll sacrifice yourself for crumbs. And no woman respects what she can control. Not deep down, not where it counts. This is uncomfortable to hear. I know, but discomfort is where growth lives. You've been taught that giving everything equals love, but she doesn't want your surrender. She wants your strength. She wants to feel that you could leave, but you choose to stay. Not because you need her, but because you want her. Need is weakness, want is choice, and choice is masculine. Now let's talk about what women actually respond to. Not what they say in interviews, but what their instincts respond to. They respond to challenge, they respond to mystery. They respond to a man who has a mission bigger than her. A man who isn't waiting for her text. A man who is building something, creating something, becoming something. She wants to be part of your world, not the center of it. And when you make her the center, too soon, the attraction dies because there's nothing left to discover. No challenge, no tension, just neediness disguised as love. Here's what most men get wrong. They think more effort equals more attraction. So they try harder, they compliment more, they text more, they give more gifts, and she pulls further away because effort without value is just pressure. You can't negotiate desire. You can't logic someone into wanting you. Attraction is not a choice, it's a response, and it responds to one thing. A man who doesn't need her approval to feel whole. Think about the men women chase, the ones they obsess over. Are those men texting constantly? Are they always available? No. They're living their lives. They're focused on their purpose, their outcome, independent, and that drives women crazy because most men are desperate for attention. Most men will change themselves completely. Most men have no standards, no boundaries, no self-respect. And when you show up differently, when you show up grounded, everything changes. She starts chasing you, she starts initiating, she starts investing because now you're the prize. But here's the catch. You can't fake this. You can't pretend to be outcome independent while secretly obsessing. You can't act like you have options while sitting home alone. She'll see through it. Women are incredibly perceptive. So this isn't about playing games. It's about actually becoming that man. The man who has a life. The man who has purpose. The man who knows his worth. And that requires work. Real work on yourself, not on her. You need to build something. A career, a body, a skill, a mission. Something that matters more than her attention. Something that makes you valuable. Something that gives you options. Because options create abundance, and abundance creates confidence, and confidence creates attraction. But it starts with you walking away from her validation. If you're waiting for her to complete you, you're already lost. If you're checking your phone every 5 minutes, you're already lost. If you're changing who you are to keep her, you're already lost because you've made her your purpose. And a woman should never be your purpose. She should be a complement to your purpose, not the mission itself. When she becomes the mission, you lose yourself. And when you lose yourself, you lose her every single time. Now let's talk about respect. Real respect, not the kind you demand, the kind you command through your presence, through your boundaries. A man without boundaries is a man without respect. If you tolerate disrespect, you teach people to disrespect you. If you accept bad behavior, you invite more of it. She will test you. It's not malicious, it's instinctual. She needs to know you're solid. She needs to know you won't bend to every emotional wave. And if you fail those tests by being weak, by apologizing when you did nothing wrong, she loses respect. And once respect is gone, attraction follows. You cannot negotiate respect back. You have to embody it by standing firm, by being consistent, by not tolerating what crosses your boundaries, even if it costs you the relationship. Because a relationship without respect isn't worth keeping. She doesn't want you to always agree with her. She wants you to have your own mind, your own opinions, your own backbone. A man who always agrees is a man without substance. A man who never challenges her is a man she'll never respect. Not consciously, but instinctually, because her biology is screaming for strength, for leadership, for a man who can hold his ground, and you can't lead if you're always following. This doesn't mean being an it, doesn't mean being cruel. It means respecting yourself first. It means knowing what you will and won't tolerate. It means being willing to lose her to keep your integrity, because integrity is everything. Without it, you're just a shell and nobody respects a puppet. Let's talk about the paradox. Women say they want equality, and they do in society, in opportunity, but in attraction. They want polarity. They want to feel your masculine energy strong, decisive, protective, present. And when you show up with weak energy, when you're indecisive, when you're passive, the polarity collapses, and so does the attraction. This isn't about dominance, it's about presence. It's about being grounded in yourself, because she doesn't want to lead. She wants to surrender to your strength, but she can't surrender to weakness. So you have to become certain, you have to become strong, not for her, for you. Because a strong man attracts naturally. He doesn't chase, he doesn't beg, he exists, and that existence is magnetic. Now here's what you need to do starting today. Stop texting first all the time. Stop being available immediately. Stop dropping everything for her. Stop seeking her validation. Stop apologizing when you've done nothing wrong. Stop waiting for her permission to live. Start building yourself. Start pursuing your mission. Start setting boundaries. Start saying no. Start walking away from disrespect. Start valuing your time. Start becoming the man you'd respect. Because when you respect yourself, others follow. When you value yourself, others do too. This isn't selfishness, this is self-respect. And self-respect is the foundation of everything. Without it, you'll always be chasing, always be proving, always be seeking. But what you're looking for is already inside you. It's your power, your value, your worth. It doesn't come from her. It comes from you, from the work you do, from the man you become, from the standards you uphold. And when you finally understand this, everything shifts. She starts pursuing you. She starts respecting you. She starts valuing you. Not because you manipulated her, but because you became someone worth pursuing, someone worth respecting, someone worth valuing. This is the truth they don't want you to know, because it takes power away from manipulation. It takes power away from emotional games, and it puts power back in your hands where it belongs. So stop playing small, stop apologizing for wanting respect, stop settling for breadcrumbs, stop accepting less than you deserve. You are not here to beg for attention, you are not here to convince anyone of your worth. You are here to build, to create, to become. And the right woman will see that. She will feel that. She will want to be part of that. But only if you're already living it. Only if you're already whole. Only if you're already strong. So become that man, not for her, for you. Because when you do, everything else falls into place. The attraction, the respect, the connection. But it starts with you walking away from the lies. The lies that weakness is kindness. The lies that neediness is love. Strength is kindness. Self-respect is love. Boundaries are devotion to yourself first. And that makes all the difference. Now, if this resonated with you, subscribe to this channel, because this is just the beginning. There's so much more you need to hear. No fluff, no games, just truth. The kind that changes lives. Hit that button and let's